Hello everyone and welcome back to another brand new video. Today we're going to be going over the most recent episode of Pokemon Horizons, and today's episode we continue off from last week with the kids still in Area Zero, and this time they are meant to be confronting Lucius's gouging fire. Yes, it is officially confirmed that Lucius's Entei was a gouging fire the entire time. The gouging fire literally just rushes over to them very early in the episode without much warning at all. The kids were just having a picnic with Freed and Briar, and then all of a sudden gouging fire just shows up. And it literally just shakes its ancient Pokeball out of its mane, revealing who it is. The other of Lucius's Pokemon come out of their Pokeballs, and they reunite with it, and they recognize it. So we know for sure that Lucius's Entei was a gouging fire the entire time. So that's really interesting that this entire time they had us thinking it was an Entei, only for it to be gouging fire, which I think a lot of people speculated that could have been the case as we were moving forward with this Area Zero plot, but I think there was still a chance that it could have been yet another misunderstanding, but it is confirmed that gouging fire is who they were looking for, so thankfully it brought itself right to them. So what happens is that Liko and the others approach Gouging Fire and they ask it to come along with them, but Gouging Fire actually takes away Lucius's belt with all the Pokeballs on it and basically leaves it in its mane and challenges them to get it back. So they have to do that in order for it to gain their trust. So they end up doing that through a battle, of course, and what I really like about this episode and this battle is how much focus they put on Dot. Usually with the ancient hero stories, the focus is mainly on Liko or, a combination of all the kids together, but they really put a lot of focus on Dot today, which I enjoyed. She mainly just comes up with a strategy throughout most of the episode, which ends up allowing them to be able to take on Gouging Fire as they slowly start to realize that it's not just pure fire type like Entei is. And in the midst of the battling, Dot's Quaxwell ends up learning Aqua Cutter. It's really funny how it learned it because it got in some nearby water and started using Air Cutter, which then turned into Aqua Cutter, which is so funny to me because I'd kind of forgotten that he had learned Air Cutter, so it's a good thing that he used that move again today, and through it he learned Aqua Cutter, which I'm really happy about. I'm kind of hoping it replaces Water Gun as his long distance water move since he's had Water Gun for so long. So I'm really hoping that Aqua Cutter will be his new move, especially since it's one of the newer moves in the generation. So that was nice to see. So throughout, again, using most of their strategies, they're able to lure Gouging Fire into the water, where Captain Pikachu is able to land a Thunder Punch, which helps do a lot of damage since it's standing in water. And through that, they were able to get the belt back. So once they do that, Gouging Fire does agree to go along with them, and immediately afterward, it and the other heroes come out of their Pokeballs, and they summon Rayquaza right to them. So that was an interesting way to end the episode. It's kind of, I think, the second or third time where we've had an episode where Rayquaza just shows up at the very end and they're about to battle it in the next episode. So that is going to be very interesting to see. They're going to be taking on Rayquaza with all of their Pokemon this time. We see Kilowattrel, Tinkatuff, and Hatchram in the preview, so thankfully Liko, Roar, and Dot will be using their other Pokemon. How much, to what extent, we don't really know. I can easily see them getting knocked out quickly, but hopefully not. Regardless, I'm interested in seeing how they face Rayquaza now with all the experience they've gotten, so we'll see what happens next week. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Thank you!